Hello everyone, and welcome to another video by The Healthy Life. In this video, I'm going to be reviewing the book by Craig Groeschel, Winning the War in Your Mind. It says, change your thinking, change your life. And I must say that this book has literally changed my way of thinking, just like the title says here, and changed my life. In part one, or chapter one, it's called The Replacement Principle. Remove the lies, replace the truth. It talks about our perception of reality, how to become a thought warrior, and how to replace old lies with new truths. Then part two is the rewire principle. Rewire your brain and rewire your mind. And in there, it talks about cross wires and circular ruts. So, it's like how to recognize your ruts. He talks about, when you walk through a certain area of your grass for a certain period of time, how it wears away, and you see just like a path. And same thing with our brain. How certain patterns, certain habits will develop certain neural pathways, leading to ways of thinking. And then he talks about how we can create new pathways and cover over those old pathways. After a while, without walking through the grass, the grass is going to grow over, and there'll be more resistance. And then you have to develop a new pathway, a new, more positive pathway. And this chapter 3, or rather part 3, I'm sorry, as the reframe principle. Reframe your mind and restore your perspective. So he talks about different lenses and filters, how we perceive things. And there's a chapter here about like what God didn't do. Let's take a look at that. I don't remember that quite off the top of my head. But so what God didn't do. So he talks about, back when he was in middle school at the roller skating rink, and his patterns and ways of thinking back then, and how to how he reframed the past, and tells us how we can reframe our past. Here's a quote from there. Sometimes we need to thank God for what he didn't do. Developing that discipline helps us reframe our past. And we find what we're looking for, and we reframe by looking for God's goodness. Then there's also a chapter 9 in part 3 is collateral goodness, more or less looking for how to look for the good things. And then there's the rejoice principle. Revive your soul and reclaim your life. And then there's chapters in there, problems, panic, and presence. and then the perspective of praise. So yes, this is more of a Christian religious book, but it's very good on how to reframe and how to reprogram your mind in such a way that you think more, more positive, and in a more, it helps. This book has helped me with like anxiety and all other issues. Help me to strive towards something better and greater, both in business and in life. And in part four, as we discussed, the rejoice principle. So he talks about problems, panic, and then the presence, and then looks at the perspective of praise. So what happens when you just continue to praise God, or think positively, how that rewires your brain towards more success and more goodness and more good thoughts, and helping you to live a better, more prosperous life. And then another chapter here is look through and not at. So basically evaluating, what's right. And then he concludes by, we need to choose to win the war. Yes, we're going to lose battles, as he states in here. But all in all, we need to choose to, win the war. Not every battle is going to be won, but the war can be won. Sometimes we may need to retreat and let that path grow over, and rewire another path through our brain to, or reframe something, or talk to God, or just praise God and let him take care of the situation, and let him reprogram your mind. But I honestly would recommend this book for anybody wanting to have a more positive outlook on life, more success in business, develop a more servant attitude. It's just a highly recommended book for your business. And I will be doing more book reviews coming up. I've read some books by the Compound Effect, some books by Zig Ziglar, Tom Hopkins. A lot of those book reviews will be coming up. I'll be doing mostly self-help and business books that I recommend to help you grow your business, to help you live a better life. That's the whole idea of this channel. Also, I did a review. You might not a review, but rather an interview with Gail Muriel. She's a life coach for women. She's an author. And I think some of you women out there who are subscribed or watching this would find some benefit of. So look for that video. So until the next video, take care and live a healthy and successful life.